Welcome to the Real News Network. I'm Jessica Devereaux in Baltimore. On Friday, the president of McDonald's was interrupted during a talk by an employee of 10 years and mother of 2, Nancy Salgado. She confronted him about not being able to make ends meet. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
Woman and a single mother of 2. It's really hard for me to feed my 2 kids and struggle day to day. Do you think this is fair that I have to be making $8.25 when I've worked for McDonald's for 10 years? The thing is that I need a raise, but you're not helping your employees. How is this possible?
You're going to be arrested.
You're asking and you're out here putting your face and said, I've done all this, but to your employees, you haven't done anything.
Now joining us from Chicago is Nancy Salgado. Thanks for speaking with us, Nancy.
Hi, good afternoon. No problem. Thank you for having me.
So, Nancy, like you said in the video, you're a mother of 2 and you cannot afford to even buy your children shoes. What made you take this risk?
You know, it was very risky. I was nervous at first. You know, I was like, oh, my God, you know, I'm here. You know, what am I going to do if he, like, tells me things back? You know, it was kind of scary, you know. It was just thinking over and over. The strength was very powerful. Like, just remembering the face of my kids. Like I say, you know, just simple things like I can't provide a pair of shoes like everybody else does sometimes every month or anything like that. Just looking at, you know, remembering their faces, it was just like, it was very powerful, you know, and knowing that, you know, my best friend, you know, God, it's always with me. And he gave me that power, you know, that strength of saying, you know what, my voice needs to be heard. My voice needs to be rising. And he needs to know what all the employees at McDonald's are going through. We're struggling day to day to provide our needs in our houses, things for our kids. And it's just, it gets harder and harder with just the poverty wage that I was living in.
So what happened after you confronted the president?
It was very upsetting. I think it was one of the most obnoxious things I've been in through. I was gonna get arrested. They gave me a ticket for interrupting the president. They just told me, you know, well, you're being under arrest because you just interrupted, you trespassed the property, and you're just gonna go to jail. We're gonna take your fingerprints, you know. And what I remember just telling them, well, like, so because I have to speak out my mind and I have to tell the president the poverty wage I'm living in, that's just against the law, you know, just be able to speak up your mind and say, you know what, I can't survive with $8.25. It's ridiculous that I'm going to get arrested, you know?
Yeah. Do you still work at McDonald's and do you fear any sort of retaliation?
Yes, I'm still currently working at McDonald's. You know, there's nothing going around that I know of. Would they be? I had some hours cut off, you know? Do I feel they're going to do something against me? I do. You know, they haven't done anything yet.
And you said that you make $8.25 an hour, and that's just not a fair wage. What do you think is a fair wage, and why?
I think a fair wage is $15 an hour, because, you know, it's a daily job where you have to come in with so much energy, you know, that you just don't get out of anywhere. You know, I love my job. I love interacting with customers. I love talking with them, even though, like, you know, deep inside my heart, I'm broken, you know, because sometimes I can't provide a gallon of milk at the fridge, you know. But it takes a lot of energy, a lot of knowledge, a lot of multitask, you know. And I think that's what we're worth, you know. It's like the CEOs make billions and billions a year. That why can't they provide enough for their employees?
Okay. Well, Nancy, thank you so much for speaking out and also speaking with us here at The Real News.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us on The Real News Network.